So Stu is here because he's the biggest geek I know, and it's this time of the year that I love talking to him because he knows what all the polls mean. He knows which ones are credible, which ones aren't, and he's been highly accurate over the years. So welcome to the...
Just a quick thing. Are you saying you don't like to talk to me other times of the year?
That's exactly what what America heard.
It's a little hurtful, but I appreciate it. Interesting. We talked a little bit about this with Greg Abbott as far as the early vote is going in Texas. Day one of early vote was yesterday. And to give you a sense of how passionate the populace is right now when it comes to voting in this election, and this is the Cruz-Beto election, which is mainly driving this. At least that's the speculation. The last two midterm elections, first day, were something like 10 and 11,000 votes in Dallas County, very blue area. This year, 57,000.
57,000 on day one.
5 times what they had. Now that's equal the number of what they did in the presidential election in 2016. Which is much, the engagement's much higher typically. Now, this seems to be a different election.
Yeah, this is a blue area of Texas, so this may mean a tsunami for Beto.
Yeah, and I tend to believe that one of the benefits of getting $38 million in a quarter is you can get your voters out. They will spend a lot of money to make sure that people get out to the polls, and that's what Beto is going to do. That does not necessarily mean that he's going to win this election. But I will say, if you don't get out there and vote, he's going to.
If Texans thought, well, it's over. I mean, look at the turnout for Donald Trump. Somebody else will vote. No.
Now, what if you hope really hard that Cruz wins?
That does not work.
What if you wish on a magic lamp that Cruz wins?
But I have a magic lamp update for you that's very important after the polls.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Looking at the Senate here real quick, Cruz seems to still have his seat leaning Republican, though it's not locked up yet. We have a couple of changes, and I think a couple of things that were confirmed. I've been speculating that 2 Senate seats were resolved, basically, with the Kavanaugh vote. And those 2 were Joe Manchin in West Virginia, who voted for Kavanaugh. My speculation was he was going to win that race. And then in North Dakota, which had been a close race for a while, but Heidi Heitkamp decided to vote against Kavanaugh, and I thought that sealed her fate as a loss. And polls yesterday back up both of those things. We've moved those both now into safe Republican and safe Democratic seats, no longer leaners. Heitkamp is now down by 16 in the latest poll, 56 to 40. And Manchin is up by 16, 52 to 36 in the latest polling there. To give you a sense of where that is, Dianne Feinstein in the latest polling is up by 18. So, these are now no longer competitive races at this time. You shouldn't vote for who you want to vote for. But we're not looking at those, with really close coverage at this point. They do not seem to be close. Minnesota is interesting. We have that as a solid Democratic seat at the moment. There's 2 races going on there, one of which is the race to replace Al Franken, in which Tina Smith is running. She is the appointed senator now, and she's trying to hold that seat. And that race is a couple polls the last couple of days have shown her to be a little bit more vulnerable than it was previously believed. The race is now down to about 6 points in the latest poll. Whether that holds or not, it's hard to tell. It's 47-41 in the latest poll. I don't know. I think, I feel like conservatives and Republicans get teased by Minnesota a lot, and you think, oh, well, maybe this time is going to be the time, and a lot of times it never is.